Good morning, student. Welcome back once again. In last video, I have done exercise 6.1 till question number 5. I hope that all of you are doing well in this chapter because this chapter required lots of practice, children. As I told you that learn all that formulas, all that trigonometric identities formula, which will help you not only in 10th standard, even in 11th and 12th standard. So now I am continuing with the same chapter with question number 6. Just see question number 6, page number 132. That 1 upon sec theta minus tan theta, 1 upon sec theta minus tan theta is equal to sec theta plus tan theta. Sec theta plus tan theta. This is left hand side and this is right hand side. As I told in my last video that you should take down the complicated part of from both the sides. So in this case, if you see, this is little bit complicated part. So we will take left hand side, that is left hand side is equal to 1 upon sec theta minus tan theta. Now what you need in right hand side? It is sec theta plus tan theta. Sec theta plus tan theta. Just see here sec theta minus tan theta. As I told that convert this into sine and cos. This sine and cos. Then also you will get your answer. But the easy way is to get this answer is you should rationalize this part. Means multiply numerator and denominator by the conjugate of this, that is 1 upon sec theta minus tan theta, multiply here by conjugate of this, that is sec theta plus tan theta upon sec theta plus tan theta. If you will convert this into 1 upon cos, even this into sine upon cos, then also you will get the same answer by cross multiplying rationalization. Here this is the easy method because you need sec theta plus tan theta. So I rationalize this one by its conjugate, that is sec theta plus tan theta. Now children, multiply this one with this. So 1 into this is sec theta plus tan theta upon, see this one, these two, it is sec theta minus tan theta multiplied by sec theta plus tan theta. That means it is a minus b multiplied by a plus b. So a minus b multiplied by a plus b is a square minus b square. A square minus b square. Children, you have one formula, that is 1 plus tan square theta is equal to sec square theta. This identity I gave you. If you will transfer this tan square here, so what you will get? Sec square theta minus tan square theta. Means you got sec square theta minus tan square theta, which is here, it is equal to 1. So I can replace this one by 1. So this is equal to sec theta plus tan theta divided by 1. Right here reason, since 1 plus tan square theta is equal to sec square theta. Okay? Write this reason. And then this is equal to sec theta plus tan theta. It means what you got? You got your right hand side, RHS. See this side you got here. So LHS is equal to RHS. And again you write down this, that 1 upon sec theta minus tan theta is equal to sec theta plus tan theta, hence proved. Understood, children? So rationalize and see that here it is a square minus b square. With the help of this formula, it is equal to 1 and you got your answer. LHS is equal to RHS, and again you write down your problem. So this is your question number 6. Now I will continue with the question number 7. See question number 7. Left hand side is sec raised to 4 theta, sec raised to 4 theta minus cos raised to 4 theta, which is equal to 1 minus 2 cos square theta. So here you take this LHS side because it has power 4. So take this one, left hand side is sec raised to 4 theta minus cos raised to 4 theta. Children, in 8th standard you have done a plus b whole square, a minus b whole square, then a plus b whole cube, a minus b whole cube, a cube plus b cube, a cube minus b cube. In higher standard you will get how to find out a plus b raised to 5, a plus b raised to 6, means in 11th standard. But here see we have 4, right? So what I will do, first I will convert this 4 into square form using the indices rule. Means this can be written as sec raised to 2 theta and square minus cos 4 theta. Cos 4 theta is cos square theta. Children, here there is a correction in this. It is given sec raised to 4. I am having my old textbook, that is why it is given here sec raised to 4. Just do the correction, it is not sec, it is sine. So make it this as sine. It is not sec, children. This is sine. Just do this correction, all of you, in your textbook. Sine square theta, here also sine. In new textbook it is given, but in old textbook it is sec raised to 4 theta is given. So just do this correction, make it as sine raised to 4. So I have converted this 4 into square form. See here, indices rule. What is that? A raised to n raised to n, it becomes a raised to m into n. Using this rule, I have done this 4 as m into n form. You can see here. Now take this as, this bracket part as a. This is a square minus b square. Again I am telling you, this part is a. So take this as a square minus b square. And you know the formula of a square minus b square. A square minus b square is a plus b, right? This is a square minus b square. So how I am writing? A plus b, other bracket, a minus b square. Which formula I have used here? That is a square minus b square is equal to a plus b and a minus b. This formula I have used. Here this is a and this is b. Now children, this is equal to 1. This is equal to 1. Trigonometric identity. So this bracket is equal to 1. Write this one as sine square theta minus cos square theta. Write again here reason, since sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. This is the reason for this bracket. Now 1 into this is the same part. So here it is, you will get sine square theta minus cos square theta. Now just check your right hand side. In right hand side you want 1 minus 2 cos square theta. Means we have to remove this sine. Since you need only cos square, so we have to remove this sine square theta. How you will remove? With the help of this formula. You can see a sine square theta plus cos square theta is what? 1. If you will transfer this cos square theta here, so you will get sine square theta. I mean to say, this sine square can be written as 1 minus cos square theta minus this you write as it is, and write down your reason. What is the reason here? That sin square theta is equal to 1 minus cos square theta. All this you write in bracket. Now this is here, if I will say minus m and minus m, so it becomes minus 2m, minus m minus m minus 2m. Like that, here you have minus cos square theta minus cos square theta like terms, one time minus minus number plus. So here it will be 1 minus 2 cos square theta. What about your right hand side? Your right hand side is 1 minus 2 cos square theta. So here you got right hand side. So finally you write down, therefore LHS is equal to RHS, and hence this is equal to this, right after this, that this is equal to this. Okay, so see just what I have done. First write left hand side, then I have converted this 4 into square form, and then use a square minus b square formula. Here it is a plus b, a minus b. This is equal to 1. This is as it is. Since you need only cos square theta, so remove this sin square theta by 1 minus cos square theta. So 1 minus cos square theta and 1 minus cos square is 1 minus 2 cos square theta, which is your right hand side. And then you write here left hand side is equal to right hand side. So this is your question number 7. Question number 8, children. See, the left hand side is sec theta plus tan theta is equal to cos theta upon 1 minus sin theta. Got it? So in this case also you should take the left hand side here. Left hand side sec theta plus tan theta. Then as I said, children, convert this sec and tan in terms of sin and cos. So here this sec is the reciprocal of cos, so it is equal to 1 upon cos theta. And what about tan theta? It is sin theta upon cos theta. Now how you will solve these fractions? See their denominators, it is same. Okay, like if I will say here x upon 2 plus y upon 2, so it becomes x plus y upon 2 because their denominator is same. Same thing is here, denominator is same. So you got 1 plus sin theta upon cos theta. But as per the question we have cos theta upon 1 minus sin theta. Here you need 1 minus sin theta and this you need up. You have 1 plus sin theta. So to get this 1 minus sin theta, rationalize this part. Even I have told in my previous class that it is not compulsory that always you should rationalize only denominator. Here you should multiply numerator and denominator by the conjugate of this part to get this answer. So here it is 1 plus sin theta upon cos theta, multiply this one by 1 minus sin theta upon 1 minus sin theta, multiply numerator and denominator by conjugate of this. Now children, again just see this part. Here it is a plus b, a plus b, a plus b you can say, and this is a minus b, and between these two there is a multiplication sign. So a plus b multiplied by a minus b can be written as a square, that is 1 square. A square means 1 square, so it is equal to 1 minus sine into sine, sine square theta b square upon this you write as it is, that means cos theta bracket 1 minus sine theta. Now you know the formula for this 1 minus sine square from trigonometric identities number 1, that is this is equal to cos square theta. Cos square theta upon cos theta bracket 1 minus sin theta. See, I have written this part is equal to this. Reason for this is what? Sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. If you will take this sin square this side, so cos square equal to, you will get 1 minus sin square. Now this is cos square, so 1 cos from here and 1 cos from here get cancelled, and you will get here cos theta upon 1 minus sin theta. That is your right hand side. You can see here right hand side, and then what you will write? Left hand side is equal to right hand side. Understood, children? So now I will continue the next sum, that is question number 9. See now question number 9. What is given here? If tan theta plus 1 upon tan theta is equal to 2. Tan theta plus 1 upon tan theta. The value of this part, the value of the whole thing is given here 2. Then you have to show, you have to prove that tan square theta plus 1 upon tan square theta. To prove that tan square theta plus 1 upon tan square theta is also equal to 2. See the difference between given and to prove. Here you have 10 raised to power 1, 10 raised to power 1, and this whole thing is equal to 2, and you need tan square theta plus 1 upon tan square theta is equal to 2. Children, both are not same. So how to get this is equal to 2? You should take down this part, and since you need a square, so that is why take square on both the side. Then only you will get square in this case. Means here you will write proof tan theta plus 1 upon tan theta is equal to 2. This is given. Okay. Since you need a square, so what you will do to get square? Taking square on both the side. So taking square on both the side. So it will be tan theta plus 1 upon tan theta, the whole square is equal to 2 square, because you have written both the side. Now here what will happen? This will become A, this is A, and this is B. It is A and this whole part is B. Apply A plus B the whole square formula. This is A and this is B. Whole thing is B. So A plus B the whole square. And what is that? A square, that is 10 square theta plus 2AB. So 2 into A into B plus B square, this square, 1 plus tan theta the whole square. This is the left hand side. Now right hand side is equal to 2 square. So 2 square is 4. Now here this tan theta and this tan theta get cancelled, and you will get tan square theta plus 2. This 2 you will get, 2 ones are 2, plus 1 upon, this square is for both. So 1 square is 1, and this is tan square theta is equal to 4. Because you need tan square theta plus 1 upon tan square theta. So what you will do here to get that answer? Transfer this 2 to this side. If you will transfer this to here, so you will get tan square theta plus 1 upon tan square theta is equal to tan square theta plus 1 upon tan square theta is equal to 2. Got it, this one? Transfer this 2 to this side. So you will get tan square theta plus 1 upon tan square theta is equal to 2. So now I'll continue the next sum, children. Question number 10. So children, now these questions are very important. Question number 10, 11 and 12. So see this properly now. Question number 10 is, left hand side is given tan A upon 1 plus tan square A the whole square plus cot A upon 1 plus cot square A the whole square, and this is equal to sin A into cos A. Actually, this sum is important. As I said, question number 8, 10, 11 and 12. This can come for 4 mark questions. That is your question number 4. See, left hand side is complicated part, little bit difficult part, and this is easiest part. So we will take this one to prove this. So first you write here left hand side. Left hand side is what? Tan A upon 1 plus tan square A the whole square plus cot A upon 1 plus cot square A the whole square. You have 3 trigonometric identities. Out of that, see the second one is 1 plus tan square A. So directly you will remove here. No need to convert this into sin and cos. Here directly you have formula. Okay, so 1 plus tan square A can be written as, this can be written as sec square A and the whole square, this one is here. Similarly here also children, what about 1 plus cot square A? 1 plus cot square A is equal to cosec square A. This also I gave you. And now here you should apply identity indices. That means it is tan A upon, this will become sec raised to 4A plus cot A upon cosec raised to 4A. Clear? And this one can be written as children tan A, same thing I am writing like this, 1 upon sec raised to 4A. Here also this can be written as cot A upon cosec, it is cot A into 1 upon cosec raised to 4. Now see how I am writing this one. As I told you that 1 upon cos A is what? Sec A. Like that 1 upon sec A is equal to what? Cos A. So if it is written here sec square, this will become square. If it is cube, then it becomes cube. If it is 4, then this also becomes 4. So here I am going to write this part as 1 upon sec raised to 4 is cos raised to 4. And this I am writing in the form of sin and cos. So because I need sin and cos, that is why I am converting this one in the form of sin A upon cos A. And this one I am converting in the form of cos, because 1 upon sec is cos. Here it is 1 upon sec raised to 4. So it becomes cos raised to 4A. Same thing is here. Convert cot. So cot is reciprocal of this. That means cos A upon sin A into 1 upon cosec is sin. Here it is given 1 upon cosec raised to 4. So it will be sin raised to 4A. I hope all of you have understood here. Now what will happen? See, 1 cos from here and 1, here it is 4 times cos, not 4 times, cos 4, cos raised to 4. So cos A, cos A, cos A 4 times. Similarly here also 1 sin and 1 sin get cancelled. So what is remaining in this term? Sin A into cos cube A. So here you will write sin A into cos cube A plus What is remaining in this term? Cos A into sine cube A, sine cube A. Since we need what? Sine A, cos A. Just see the common terms between these two children. See sine A, so here is also sine A. Cos. It means between these two terms there is sine A and cos A common. So take down common these two things from these two terms. So if you will take sine and cos, one cos from here, so what is remaining? Here remaining is cos square A. Same thing from here, what you have taken cos and one sine. So what is remaining here? Sine square A. Finally, sine A into cos A. What about this bracket? Sine square A plus cos square A is equal to how much? It is equal to 1. Write down the reason that sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. So this is equal to sine A into cos A, which is your right hand side, left hand side. And again you write your problem that this is equal to this. So children, I said that this sum is very important. It can come for 4 marks in question number 4. So just see once again, this is your left hand side and this is your right hand side. Left hand side is complicated, difficult part, so take down that one only. And then as here directly formula is given, 1 plus tan square, so no need to convert this into sin and cos because formula is given. So replace this one by sec square A, here also by cosec square A. Now again apply indices rule, this rule I said in the previous sum I have written that 2 2s are 4, similarly 2 2s are 4. Now here I have written for you this part as like this and this both are same. Here also the same thing. Now you convert this part into sine and cos because you need sine and cos. So tan can be written as sine upon cos. 1 upon sec is written as cos, but here it is 4 is given. So it will be cos raised to 4. Similarly here cos upon sine, and this is sine raised to 4. 1 cos, 1 sine get cancelled. You have remaining sine A into cos cube A, cos A, sine cube A. Between these two terms, what is common? See sine, cos. So take one sine, one cos common from these two terms. So here sine, because already you have taken, so only cos square is left. Here you have taken cos out and only sine square is left. This is equal to 1. Because of this reason, if you multiply this part by 1, you will get the same thing, which is your right hand side. So LHS is equal to right hand side, and hence write this problem once again. It is proved. So I hope that all of you have understood this important sum. Now see children, question number 11. This is also important sum. 11th one. What is given here? Prove that sec raised to 4 a 1 minus sine raised to 4a minus 2 tan square a is equal to 1. Now here in this case, right hand side is very simple 1. So we will take the left hand side first. So left hand side you have sec raised to 4a 1 minus sine raised to 4a minus 2 tan square a. 2 tan square a. Children, in this sum, just see this part. Here you can convert this into cos, okay, and this is sine upon cos. But what about this bracket? How you will do this one? So as I told that 4 is given, so you should convert it into square form. It means it can be written as sec raised to 4a bracket 1 minus, this is sine square a the whole square using indices rule, and keep this one as it is 2 tan square a. This will become again what? Sec raised to 4a. This is see again 1 minus sine square. If I will write this as 1 square, So what will happen? One is A and this is B. This is A, this is B. So it is A square minus B square. So A square minus B square is A minus B, that is 1 minus sine square A, and A plus B. What is that? 1 plus sine square A. I have applied here algebraic identities, A square minus B square, and keep this one as it is, minus 2 tan square A. Now children, here for this you have a formula of cos square. So this can be written as now what? Sec raised to 4A, and here you will get this part as cos square A into 1 plus sine square A bracket closed minus 2 tan square A. This is full one term, this full one term, and this is second term. Now I am converting this sec raised to 4 as cos. So it can be written as 1 upon cos raised to 4A and multiplied cos square A, and this is as it is 1 plus sine square A minus 2 tan square A. See, I said that this whole thing is one term, so no need to multiply this into this and this into this, because here is a multiplication, whole one term. Now cos square A from here and cos square A from here get cancelled, and you will get 1 upon cos square A bracket 1 plus sine square A minus 2 tan square A. Okay, now you multiply this 1 multiplied by 1, this, and this multiplied by this. So here it is 1 into this, you will get 1 upon cos square A, and this into this you will get sine square A upon cos square A minus 2 tan square A. Got it? 1 upon cos square A into 1 is this. 1 upon cos square A into this is sine square A, because 1 into sine square is sine square upon cos square. Now children, this will be sine upon cos is 10. So sine square upon cos square is what? It is 10 square. And 1 upon cos square is sec square A. This one is sec square A. And this will be plus sine square upon cos square A is 10 square A. 10 square A minus 2 tan square A. Now if I will write here x minus 2x, so what will be the answer? It is equal to minus x. Same thing is here, tan square A and minus 2 tan square A is equal to what? Sec square A minus tan square A. Got it? And we have a formula that is 1 plus tan square A is equal to sec square A. From this formula you will get here sec square A minus tan square A is equal to 1. If you will transfer this one this side, so sec square A minus tan square A is equal to, you will get 1, which here you should write down the reason. 1 plus tan square A is equal to sec square A, and this is equal to right hand side. So LHS is equal to right hand side. Children, as I said that these three sums are important. Now just see once again, I am repeating this sum. Question number 1. This is your left hand side and you have to prove equal to 1. Again and again I am telling you, you should take down the complicated part, difficult part. So difficult part is present left hand side, take down that one, left hand side. And I said you can convert this easily into cos and this into sine upon cos. But what about this bracket? So first you solve this bracket. 4 can be written as square and the whole square using the indices rule. Once you will write in this form, 1 is what? 1 square, it becomes a formula. That is A A is 1, B is this. So A square minus B square, and A square minus B square is A minus B, A plus B, and everything as it is. Now this is equal to what? Cos square. In many sums I have written 1 minus sin square is cos square. So this is equal to cos square. This is as it is and this is as it is. Because all these terms are one term. ये पूरा का पूरा means all this is one term. Okay. So write this one as 1 upon cos raised to 4 into cos square A into this and this as it is. 2 times here get cancelled. So you will get 1 upon cos square A bracket 1 plus sin square A. Again this bracket as it is. Multiply this. 1 upon cos square A into 1 is this. 1 upon cos square into this is this. And minus 2 upon minus 2 tan square A. Sin upon cos is what? 10. So sin square upon cos square A is equal to tan square A. So this will become sec square A and this is tan square A and this is as it is. I said x minus 2x is what? Minus x. Using this, just see here, 1 tan square minus 2 tan square becomes minus 1 tan square. Then you have formula sec square A minus tan square A is equal to 1 by these identities. So you got your right hand side 1. LHS is equal to RHS. Hence you write that this is equal to 1 is proved. So I hope that all of you have understood this one. Now we'll do question number 12. Now see children, question number 12, last sum of this exercise. Tan theta is equal to sec theta minus 1. We have to prove that this is equal to tan theta plus sec theta plus 1 upon tan theta plus sec theta minus 1. Here this is the complicated part. But see in that what is present. You have tan theta plus sec theta plus 1 and downward tan theta plus sec theta minus 1. And here you have tan theta upon sec theta minus 1. Means up you want in this case sec theta plus 1 and down you want here tan theta. So here you should take down the left hand side. Left hand side is tan theta upon sec theta minus 1. Since you need right hand side sec theta plus 1, so multiply numerator and denominator, or you can say rationalization of the denominator. So multiply numerator and denominator by the conjugate of this, that is sec theta plus 1, and here also sec theta minus 1 and sec theta plus 1. Since you need this part in numerator children here, so that is why I have multiplied numerator and denominator by sec theta plus 1. Okay, so this will become what? Tan theta bracket sec theta plus 1, and this is a minus b and a plus b, it is equal to sec square theta minus 1. Means a minus b and a plus b, so a square minus b square. Sec square theta minus 1 square, so 1 square is 1. And again here I am writing tan theta is tan theta sec theta plus 1 upon, this is equal to tan square theta. Tan square. How? Because we know that 1 plus tan square theta is equal to sec square theta. If you will transfer 1 to this side, so sec square theta minus 1 is equal to tan square theta. So this tan theta and 1 tan theta get cancelled and you will get here sec theta plus 1 upon tan theta. So when you have taken this left hand side, see what you got. Sec theta plus 1 upon tan theta. You did not got your right hand side. Okay children, so what I am doing here, I am writing these two together, that tan theta upon sec theta minus 1 is equal to sec theta plus 1 upon tan theta. Presently we got this. From this we got this answer and we required this one. So I have written these two together here. Children, in last 9th standard you have done ratio and proportion, where you have done theorem on equal ratio. If A upon B is equal to C upon D, then A plus C upon B plus D is also equal to A upon B and C upon D. That is called theorem on equal ratio. So if you will apply theorem on equal ratio in this two ratio, so you will get this one. So here what you will write? By theorem on equal ratio, right? So this will be what? Tan theta upon sec theta minus 1 is equal to sec theta plus 1 upon tan theta. If you will apply theorem on equal ratio here, so this plus this, tan theta plus sec theta plus 1 upon sec theta minus 1 plus tan theta. Now just arrange, see what you want: tan theta plus sec theta plus 1, tan theta plus sec theta plus 1, and you want tan theta plus sec theta minus 1, tan theta first and then this. So finally you write down that this is equal to tan theta plus sec theta plus 1 upon, this can be written as tan theta plus sec theta minus 1. You got your answer. See once again, children, left hand side is this and right hand side is this. I have taken left hand side because I need sec theta plus 1, sec theta minus 1 in denominator. So it is already present here. But how to get sec theta plus 1? For that reason, solve this part first. Means how you will solve? Rationalize the denominator, that is sec theta plus 1, sec theta plus 1. So you will get your sec square theta minus 1, which is equal to tan theta, and 1 tan from here and here get cancelled. You got this. So you did not got your right hand side, but we got these two ratio which are equal, because I have taken this one and from this I got this one. So these two ratios are equal. These two ratios are equal. If you will apply in this case theorem on equal ratio, which already you have done in 9th standard, that A upon B equal to C upon D, then A plus C is equal to B plus D. If you will apply that theorem, then you will get your right hand side. So here by theorem on equal ratio, this equal to this, and you will get your final answer. So children, here I have completed your second exercise, but today I want to give you some questions from problem set as homework. So please mark down these questions as a homework from your problem set, that is page number 138. Page number 138. Question number, main question number 2, homework. Question number 2, main question number 2, 3, 4, this type of problem already we have done in exercise 2, 3, 4. Then from the question number 5, you will do from question number 1 to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. These questions 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here also if you have any doubt in this question, so you can comment in your class. I will clear that sums in my next video. So when I will do problem set, I am going to solve that questions. If you have not understood, you are not getting any answers of this homework sites, so please comment in your class. I will solve that questions in my last videos. So here I have completed your exercise number 6.2. Please do these homeworks in your notebook, and if you have doubt, please comment in your class. So children, please do all this work. Be safe. Don't go outside. Eat healthy fruits. God bless to all of you.